Yeah, so we didn't realize this last night. It was foggy. You can't really tell here, but we literally put our tent in a hole. So that makes sense why. That little spot over there is, there's no water being held in it. It's on a slightly, it's higher and a slightly more of a slant. The only reason why we didn't go over there was because I didn't like this tree that was leaning over it. So we ended up in this spot, and we became a lake. Well, this is something we haven't seen in a few days. It's a little bit of a view. Today is day 5 on trail in the wet. Yeah, our feet are rotting. They
really smell like rotting flesh.
Yeah, they smelled like infection last night in the tent. So it's definitely needed that we go in and dry up our shoes and our feet. And so we're going to take a 0 in Waynesboro tomorrow before we hit the Shenandoahs. We still got to get our permit printed off. We got our resupply box, and we got to dry everything we own.
But we can't get it today.
And we can't get our resupply box today because it's a holiday here. So everything is going to be closed. So today will be drying day, and tomorrow will be resupplying day. And but we left camp at 6:30 because we have 13 and a half miles to do by 2 o'clock. There's 10 miles of it I think is down, mostly down. So it shouldn't be too bad as long as there's no major rocks. If there is, and it looks like we're slower, then we'll have to call them and get them to do it a little bit later. But hopefully we'll be able to do it by 2 o'clock. So, but anyway, here we go. Still raining.
That's supposed to be the weak flowing pipe.
Yeah. One benefit of getting all this rain is now we don't have a water shortage.
Yeah, there's water sources where there's not supposed to be.
Yeah, running right down the trail. Yeah.
Almost stepped on him.
He's so tiny.
Hi, bud. He looks like a toy. Look how little he is.
Aww.
Look at our pole compared to him. He's like nothing.
Poor little guy.
We're gonna get stepped on.
Yeah.
The video doesn't even really show how tiny he is.
No, yeah. This is the shelter spot that's about 5 miles before Waynesboro, and this is the water source for it. That's some pretty good water. Not sure where the shelter is, but there I see some tenters and everything here. Nice spot. Holy cow. So this is a nice shelter. It's got a nice, I love it when they have the roof. And then there's lots of space there on that rail. It's wide enough for everybody to cook on if they have to. And plus the picnic table. And there's extra layers up top. This is the best type of shelter if you've got bad weather. And there's lots of hooks for hanging bags, drying things. And yeah, and the water is right there. And that's all you can hear is the falls. So this would have been a nice one to get to. Yesterday, this would have been our 22. And if we hadn't spent so much time dilly-dallying on the trail and looking online and trying to find, we wasted hours doing that. And then, yeah, we were just in one of those modes yesterday. We still did, I think it was almost 14 miles. So it wasn't a bad day, but we probably could have gotten here. Then today would have been a lot shorter because we only have 5 miles now to get down to Waynesboro, and it's 10:30. So it took us about 4 hours to get here. So from where we camped last night. I think we could have picked up the pace yesterday and done a better job. I kind of started out in that mode too because we were on now our 4th day of rain when we were leaving the shelter. We were slow moving and having a cup of tea and hot oatmeal, and just you know how it is when you moving without intention. So if we had moved a little bit with intention yesterday, we could have made it here. It would have been a 22-mile day, and then we would have only had the 5 miles in, and this would have been a great place, and our tent would not have gotten soaked. We were sleeping in a lake this morning, so out of the fog we come out to these ruins. That looks pretty cool. It was W.J. Mayo home place. Oh, this is so cool.
So we passed the family cemetery not long ago.
Oh yeah, I saw the cemetery off to the right, yeah. So we got quite a bit of fog. We've got dumped on a few times. It's raining, but I can't tell for sure how much is rain and how much is the water coming off the trees. But it's we have 3.5 miles left, and we've got 2.5 hours. And it's mostly down, so we've got lots of time. We're good. I don't know what the rocks are going to be, but even if the rocks slow us down, we still got enough time. Yeah, so and then we'll go get dried up. So excited to be dry.
Why, hello! We almost...
What you doing in the middle of the trail?
Hi.
Looks like a storm is coming. I'm definitely glad to be inside.